The 2-1. Lindor towards right center field. This one is back. It is gone! Grand slam! And Lindor puts the Mets on top. The biggest swing of the season for New York.
3-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Towns from 3. It's gone! Carl Anthony Towns with the dagger. 3-point field goal.
Next to the game, their composure. Towns, deep 3 ball with the switch.
What is going on, Mets Nation? What is going on, all my people in Queens baseball? It is your guy, David from Top Bunk Sports Podcast, and I am here with a small special video for a guy that a lot of people really don't know too much about. He was talked about a lot today. I've actually talked about the last couple of hours since yesterday. Elian Peña, a Dominican international shortstop prospect for the New York Mets, who they signed today. And I just want to talk a little bit about this kid. I read a couple excerpts from Will Salmon's article. Shout out to the GOAT, Will Salmon, who kind of covered that signing today. But before I get into the article, there's a lot of things that you will see that I will mention right about now. He's compared to Rafael Devers. Now that is a big comparison for those that have seen obviously Rafael Devers and what he's done, the power that he displays, his batting stance, everything that he's shown, even at third base defensively. That's a big comparison, man. That's a big comparison to live up to, especially while Rafael Devers is still in the league doing what he's doing. So there's a lot of good things to see from this kid just based on the video that was posted a couple of days ago from Baseball America. I will actually show that to you guys right about now, just so you guys could get a little bit of a feel of what he is. I'll play that for you right now. As you see, not doing too much, but very simple. That's all that's not lifting his foot off the ground. Very simple guidance. Not moving back too much. He's loading up. Ready. Notice when he's swinging the ball, right? When he's swinging the bat, right? He doesn't let go with one hand. A lot of the times when they teach you at camp, it's mostly about just being able to follow through when you're hitting that ball. Work on your follow through. Now, however that is, once you follow through and you let the bat go, whether it's following through with two hands or letting go with one, however you feel comfortable. But a lot of the times they teach you not to let go with one hand. Don't get used to that. Go with the simple mind. Go with the simple way first, and try to go ahead and just finish through with two hands. Then eventually, once you get comfortable, you finish through with one hand, or all that. Staying on top of this for this kid. I just love it. That's part about it. That
No se puede caer ni un segundo. Solo picheo te está con ojo.
Right. He's not lifting up his foot that much. Look how he most of that power is coming from his back right here. Most of his power is coming off if you see the arrow right here on my computer, most of that power is coming on his left leg. That's where his power is generating. So when you see that, look, see, yep. Everything looks simple, not doing too much on his right foot. All his power, like, is when he rotates, he's staying on top of that ball, has his head straight. He's not lifting it down. Everything is simple. Keeping his hands to the front. Now compared to his a couple of that bats, there, not this one, next one right here. It is this one right here. See, he lets go. He lets go.
Dámela. Vamos. Vamos, Melunta. A los boys. Tiene que ponerlo a sonar porque si no se le va. Si él no lo pone a sonar, se le va arriba. Dámela. Dámela, papá. Dámela. Fluye. Dámela. Dámela, púlate. Dámela. Va. Ven. Dámelo. Dámela. Dámela.
Notice how when he does his for his legs.
Dámela. Fluye. Dámela. Dámela. Vamos arriba, pasa. Sigue.
So that is mostly what you'll see from him so far. I think again, this kid is super dope. Can't wait to see what he brings to the table. It's interesting because I think with having Lindor here, having Acuna here, just seeing the strides, these international prospects, man, they're important. They're really important. That's where you get your best talent, man. That's where you get your best talent. That's why signing certain guys to big contracts, it affects them in a certain way. But when you're able to get yourself a diamond in the rough like that, kid, it speaks volumes to what what you have. And the more they develop this kid, the better things go. The better he gets, the faster he goes up the prospect list. I can't wait to see what this kid brings. Now I'm gonna read you guys a little bit of what Will Salmon said, because I think it is important from a lot of things that he touched on. So I will read it. It's from the Athletic. So it says, a handful of years ago, people who saw him play in the Dominican Republic nicknamed him the best 12-year-old on the planet. By the time he outgrew his moniker, the International Baseball Scout and Executive shortened reference to a first-name basis, Elian. Those immersed in that corner of that spot understood the subject of the conversation was Elian Peña. Now, if we go down here, right, it says the Mets signed Peña on Wednesday to a $5 million bonus per league source because they believed in his high potential for stardom. The dollar figure represents the largest amount the franchise has ever allocated to an international amateur. Venezuelan catcher Giovanni Rodriguez set the previous high a year ago with a $2.85 million. Peña's bonus accounts for about 80% of the Mets' $2.6 million bonus pool. As you see right here, nice little graphic right here by the Mets player development, welcoming him to the organization. And again, I'm a proud fan myself, Dominican, as those of you that know. So just to see this from one Dominican to another, man, this is dope. No matter what team you play for, all my Dominicans getting the shine and getting the opportunity, man. I love it. It says, we are extremely happy. Mets vice president and special adversary for Mets evolution, Tommy Tainus, said by phone from the Dominican Republic, a huge thank you is deserved to everyone, all the scouting staff that worked on this kid, plus Steve and Alex Cohen for their commitment to allow us to go out and get the best. There is one part, the part right here where it mentions the comparison to Rafael Devers. It says, at a young age, Peña drew comparisons to Boston Red Sox third baseman Rafael Devers, also from the Dominican Republic. Scouts still see the connection because of power, contact, and plate discipline. Peña left Peña, a left-handed batter listed at 5'10", 170 pounds, which is that's great. Kid can still grow. Primarily plays shortstop, but scouts see him likely moving off the primary defensive position in the future, with a second base and third base likely alternatives. Such a change shouldn't diminish his value too much, Scout said, because he's just that good of a hitter. I compared him. I think this is one of the scouts. Or this might be Will, but I think this could be one of the scouts right here. I compared him to Devers early, and I know some scouts have mentioned that his mannerisms at the plate and swings reminds them of a young Robinson Cano. Yes, if you guys noticed how I said he really wasn't moving his bat too much in his stance, and he was kind of taking that stride a little bit, it kind of looks like Cano a little bit. If you guys go back in that video posted by Baseball America. One rival evaluator said, I'm probably the low man on his power because I think he hits around 15 to 20 home runs, but the overall hit to is what separates him from everyone else. Back in 2021, I thought his approach was advanced as anyone from even the January 2022 signing class, which he could have competed with, which is impressive because only certain amount of reports about him was coming out there in that time. Not a lot of people knew about him at that time. So that's impressive to see. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Yeah, this kid is very, very, very good, man. And I think at the end of the day, there's gonna be certain. It's gonna see. Mind you, he's only 17, man. I think that's the best part about all this is that he's only 17. So with the development that the Mets prospects are going through, and how well they're performing in terms of, I'm talking about just hitters. He's definitely, it's gonna take him some time, obviously, but he's definitely on the rise of again stardom in terms of his name and what he's been able to show. This guy has speed. He's got power. He can field really well, and again, he's a shortstop where if they're already going to transform him into either a third baseman or a second baseman, that's even better because now it makes him a young utility player where he can play multiple positions in the infield. And again, so much room to develop, so much time to just, again, a diamond that he hasn't even blossomed yet. Like the Mets have somebody right now that I don't want to put too much on the kid in terms of all that pressure or whatever, but enough time from 17 years old to turn him into a beast. And they've already, they've obviously got one in a trade with Luis Angel Acuna. There's certain guys like Jai Williams who not everybody likes, but there's been talks about him maybe coming up, depending on how he is next season in spring, if he gets the spring training call, or how he starts the minor leagues. And obviously you got Drew Gilbert, Ryan Clifford, so many guys in terms of infield and outfielders that you can see at an early age, at an early time, excuse me. So we'll see how this goes, but I think it's a big signing, not only because he's coming from the international pool, but because if you just watch the way he feels, the way he hits, and the comparisons to Robinson Cano and to Rafael Devers, man, there's a lot riding on this kid. And I'm glad that the Mets were able to sign him with the international money that they got. And it's going to be interesting, to see his transition and his growth. So another one for my peoples in DR, man. Another, like I said, diamond in the rough. I can't wait to see this kid blossom into what he truly is, man. And I'm excited, man. I really am. But I appreciate you guys. I just want to do this small video, kind of just showing my love and respect to the kid and just showing a little bit of what I know and what he's got based on that one video. Hopefully we get to see more highlights in the coming summer and from years to come as he starts to rank up his way, hopefully through the prospect list. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please follow me on all social media platforms at Top Bunk Sports. And like I said, I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.